Welcome back, friends. It's Megan from the Seasonal Abode. This week I hope to take you for the process of a little makeover redesigning of my north-facing garden here behind me. So here is my north-facing garden. It's not an overly large area. Overall, I am quite happy with the space. Some of the key features are this snowball viburnum, which gets beautiful spring blossoms as well as really nice fall foliage color. I'm happy with the pinpoint juniper, and I'm happy with the overall shade interest that I'm getting in the summer months. I'm going to insert some footage of what this looks like in the summer months so you can have a better idea of what this garden looks like. So some of the changes that I am hoping to make to this space are, firstly, this in the back here is a grass. It's a clump-forming grass called Miscanthus gracilis. I do really like this grass. It has served me well in multiple gardens for about 15 years. The reason I am hoping to move it is not because I'm not happy with it. It is a clump-forming grass, and it is beautiful. It provides some great winter interest, but it is getting too large. Once it grows up, it really is starting to take over this whole area. And it has come to the point where it is too difficult for me to divide that clump. My husband needs to come and divide it when it needs to be divided. We might even need to take in the mini X to get it out of here. So it's not a sustainable plant for this garden here. So my plan is to remove that grass, and I'm actually going to be placing this juniper in its place. I think the juniper will look great against the white of the siding. The juniper here is a narrow juniper, so it's going to only get about 18 inches wide. It's not going to get overly tall, and it's a slow growing tree. So I'm not super worried about these windows here. It's not going to provide much shade, and it also is, like I said, very slow growing. So the next thing I'm going to do is, in its place, in the juniper's place, I hope to plant a Autumn Brilliance serviceberry. Autumn Brilliance serviceberries provide beautiful blossoms in the spring. You can get some fruit that you can eat from them, and they also have some beautiful fall interest. So I'm going to be planting an Autumn Brilliance right here in this little section. I considered doing a Japanese maple. The reason I chose not to was I found that I already do have quite a bit of the burgundy foliage from the 9-bark back there, as well as from my Ruby Falls redbud, which is here. So I'm going with the Autumn Brilliance serviceberry. Then the next thing that I hope to do is I hope to add in a boxwood hedge along the border of this garden here. I'm going to add in 5 winter gem boxwoods here. I'm going to scoot my hellebores, my Lenten rose, back a little bit. And I have a number of hostas here that are definitely going to have to be dug up and moved elsewhere. I'll probably put them in a different garden for now. So that is my plan. This is what it looks like before. Here are the boxwoods. These boxwoods were actually meant for my sunrise garden, which I will link above the video in which I talked about my design ideas for the sunrise garden. And I do still hope to add boxwoods into that garden. But I'm going to first go ahead with the makeover in this north-facing garden, because once I put the boxwoods here, I wasn't even planning on redesigning this garden space. But once I saw the boxwoods here, I knew I just had to add some more winter interest into this garden space. So I hope you enjoyed this video, friends, that you'll consider subscribing. Now let's get to fixing this garden. portion of this north-facing garden is done, and I'm going to show you around. So starting off, we have a little boxwood hedge. I planted 5 winter gem boxwoods here. I spaced them about 1.5 feet apart, and eventually they are going to form one continuous hedge. I did hear that the nursery where I purchased these does have the boxwood moth, so I'm a little bit nervous about that, but I am going to get out my sprayer next week and apply the BTK right away in hopes that that will fend off the boxwood moths. So I ended up moving some of my hostas that were in this area into other gardens. And then back here we have the blue arrow juniper. So I think it's going to be much happier here in this location. These plants here, these are not part of the garden. I picked up some Canadian hemlock. They're quite tiny right now. I need to train them so that I can get a leader, but I hope to pop these into my front garden, create like a triangle, a trio. I'll take you along for that in another video. And then lastly, the star of the show is this beautiful Autumn Brilliance serviceberry or Saskatoon berry. It has beautiful flowers right now, and I love how this anchors this bed. So that is it for this week, friends. We have a lot of things going on as the temperatures are starting to rise and everything is growing very quickly. I'm super excited to share with you. Next week, we're going to be heading into the kitchen garden as we are adding on some more beds again. So I'll see you in the next one, friends.